Welcome back to SnowRunner. Let's go far, far away, right deep into Pedro territory. Yeah, let's deliver, you know, the medium logs and then the long logs too. We are actually, well, having a new truck for the long logs, right? You know, I did buy a DLC and the truck was for free, so why not instantly use it though, right? After this one, because sadly the cat cannot have the long log attachment though. That is very sad though, because it will be my dedicated, you know, like timber truck then. But sadly we have to improvise with that. But yeah, man, it will be so nice if the other cat that we can still unlock would have that, right? But anyways, let's go on. Far, far away. It's going to be a very long journey. And it's going to be a smooth one though. Look at this. I mean, it will be so difficult for this cat to get stuck, I can assume. We have to be very, very wild though if he really gets bogged down. Oh, how big were these inches? Like 70 inches or something like that, one. My oh my. It's a beauty though, especially from the inside, as you can see. Quite the luxurious truck if you think about it, huh? Everything is nice and digital. Oh yeah. It's a slow poke though at times, but man, it can haul. I'm certain of it though. And doesn't it look like it carries way more logs than it normally would? I think it does, right? I think it does. Almost 100% certain. Like 90%. Oh my. Ooh, yep. It's a little bit difficult to actually steer like that though, because it has, you know, like a scissor axle right over there. So the best way to drive this one, in my opinion, would actually be from the first person view. Oh, nice. A little window breaker right over there, right? You know, for security reasons. Nice little detail. Nothing for coffee though, huh? Oh, there is to the right. Do you see it? You barely can see it because camera doesn't go lower than that, but there is one right on the right side. That is just prime quality right now. It's superior. Yeah, to all three. Oh, it didn't even get damaged. Yo, it did not even get damaged. We were sliding so hard there though. It is very bouncy though, I have to say. This is awesome too. The mirrors, by the way, right? Because now we can see actually the front of it, and we definitely do need that. What a bouncy boy. My god, we need a helmet or something. But yeah, you can see the front, you know, like the depth angles, what you normally don't see or at all, right? You know, you have easy access to. We can really see wide and far, which is very nice. The trailer or the backside is clear in view. Perfect, man. Perfect. By the way, coffee cup? No. Travel coffee cup? Yes. We don't want to be burning alive, right? You know, with the bounces and the splashes everywhere. Yeah, this is going to be... This was a little bit of a challenge, though, with the other ones. Let's see. Even with this one? Well, it is a little bit of a challenge, though. But look at that boulder. I mean, come on, right? Yeah, that is a massive boulder. So it is not a challenge. We clear it. We don't drag it around. We just had to go in differential lock and buy that low gear. Man, what a beast, though, huh? Yeah, no wonder. No wonder. Just look at the tires though. Beautiful. A lot of respect for the engineers that came up with this. And there is actually a cat out there that is way bigger than this one, huh? There's always a bigger cat around. It's kind of interesting, by the way. That's the steering setup. It's a little bit more to the right than to the left. Ooh, wrong one. Oh, the ice, man. We have to go to the left side. But it's probably because of the highways, right, you know, or the civilian roads. So we can easier see if we will hit a car or not, right, you know, when we are driving on the correct side of the road, English people. I'm just saying, right, you know, I'm just saying. All right, now let's see though. Where do we have to go to? Oh, alrighty then. I thought all the way to the other side though, over there. Now let's see. Okay, first left, then right. Follow right, left. All right, on and off. Pedro Bay. Ooh, yo, this is really extreme slippery for this truck for some reason though, right? More slippery than all the other ones. Yo, we haven't driven there before. I knew it was a little bit sideways, right, you know. Oh, but man, this truck really slides heavy. It cannot even get up right now. How cool is that? All right, now we can. Wow, that took me by surprise. It's good that we are, well, we are top heavy, sadly though, but we are very heavy, and by that well balanced though with the cat. So, you know, we were very lucky there, man, or else it was just a very big gravel time once more. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, these big tires really don't like ice, huh? There's some other ones that are actually for mud and for off-road that are actually pretty decent though on ice. These big boys? Nah. You probably think that they are part of a bobsleigh team or something. Just slide quicker and quicker. Road closed? Nah, that should be updated though, huh? We fixed the bridge. It's an interesting steering mechanism, by the way. We can go left if we want to, but if the rear is not ready for it, the front pulls a little bit back to where it was. If it makes sense though. It's a slow turn, in other words. Interesting. So that means that the backside is actually in a certain way leading though. Maybe because of the speed and the weight. Maybe. Because it will be physically, you know, like part of physics and physically normal. Two tires also on both sides, right? You know, the turn axle is not there, like in the front. Combination of the physics. Oh yeah. I know what this cat is saying right now. Take that dirt. Take that mud. You like it? Huh? You like it that way? You know, it's just hauling. It's destroying the mud, man. Yo, there's no other truck like that. My experience, though. All right, first one or second one? Yeah, let's take the second one though. Already? Wow. Getting dark pretty quickly though, but then again, we did travel for a long time. So far, I will give this ride, an 8 out of 10. The truck is a 7 out of 10 though. The drive, why? It is speedy. It is maneuverable. It is well balanced. Everything is perfect almost though, but it is super slippery on the ice, and that might become very dangerous later on. So in general, that's why it's an 8 out of 10, and this truck itself is a 7. Plus you cannot do much with it though. So that is that. So technically it will be an 8 to be honest, now that I think about it. Yeah, let's give it an 8 though. Let's give it an 8. Because it does what it does. It's perfect for hauling. It's perfect for pulling and stuff like that, right? You know, it is perfect for logging, and we can do some other things with it too, sure. But, you know, it is a special truck, in other words, that we have to take care of. And I really enjoy it. So, yes, both 8. The ride was an 8 and the truck itself. Now, let's go back to the port and... That's the name. The ZiKZ. Yes. All right, we got this big boy over here. Look at that low gear, man. We can finally tune it right. Low gear, almost nothing. Low gear very quickly, as you can see. Very interesting, though. It's a very long haul right now. This is part of the DLC, Mastodon or something. I just got it, so I thought, why not, you know? Why not burn 5 euros or 4, what was it? 4 euros, I believe. It is a good truck so far. It just keeps on going. It goes far. Whoa, 6 out of 6 off-road and mud. All right, plus heavy haul. 6 out of 6 gears. Not bad though, not bad. Yeah, this is hauling, man. 500 liters. The inside looks like this, though. Yeah, very hydraulically, and nothing is really automatic. Cannot really see your co-pilot to the right or at your back, right? Yeah, you cannot even look backwards, so it's all communication by radio. Now, this is the ultimate challenge in mud. We have no mud tires, so it's not a fair comparison to the Cat. We have ice tires or snow. As you can see, we just keep on going anyways, right? So it is not so bad. It is not so bad. Plus, this haul is way heavier than the one before. Same with low gear, right? You can go very slow with this one. Medium. Or right in between, or just normal to low. It is maneuverable, which is a good thing. It steers rather quickly. Long nose though, so be careful for understeering. Wait a minute. Why is there something like a carpet there? Is it like a windscreen or something? Of our sunscreen? Nah, don't tell me. Maybe it's to survive or whatever. Alright, 5 out of 6. 6 out of 6. Okay, it is speedy though. Let's see. Do you have kilometers or do you have miles somewhere down there? It seems to be miles per hour. We are going like 25 right now, it seems. It feels a lot quicker, to be honest. Yeah, this is quicker than 25. Is it? Yeah, this is 25 miles an hour. Yeah, this feels good. My brain somehow went back to kilometers, right? You know, so I was thinking about a bicycle or whatsoever. It's way quicker than a bicycle, man. Let me know, by the way, what your opinion is about these two trucks. Your opinion can help me quite a lot in game, right? You know, by getting some more knowledge or insight. And yeah, I mean, I would really appreciate that. Either the cat or this one, the Zik from the Mastodon DLC. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful turn. It is very reactive too. It's a real good truck though. The inside is a little bit atrocious though, I have to admit. It doesn't just feel right, you know? It just does not feel too right, but I don't care about it, you know? It is doing its job. I'm very happy with it so far. Alright, ultimate ice test though, with chained tires. Not that it matters too much then, right? You know, it's not a real test. But yeah, the cat was really sliding. And we are just doing fine with this one. Massive difference though. Here? Nah, not at all. That's the difference, right, between specialized tires and just different specialized tires, right? You know. It is funny how big the difference actually is, though. Yeah, this truck just doesn't stop, man. 6 out of 6. We don't even have mud tires on, right? Mud tires. Alright. 1 out of 6 out of nowhere whenever I say that. I'm cursing myself though, huh? But to go 5, again, 6 out of 6. With big logs or long logs is wild though. It is wild. Come on, big boy, we can do this. It is kind of slugging down though for some reason. In rather smooth looking terrain, which is making me very curious though, like what's going on. Slowly we are climbing in speed. Really nice though. So far, this big boy is a 10 out of 10, right? Because we can do anything we want with it. It just keeps on hauling. The big tires are beautiful. It has a lot of strength. We have lots of attachments that we can use, from cranes to flatbeds and more, right? You know, like fuel carrier, I believe. There's a water carrier too. It goes 6 out of 6 through mud and snow with long logs, which is crazy though. The drive was quicker than with the cat, although it did not look like it. So that is the weird thing about it though. But the drive itself was also a 10 out of 10 though. There you go. Woo, it's about time. Thanks for being quick. We were about to think of a plan B or C. Well, that's kind of bad though, huh? Explore the mountain peak, boys. Do we still have one? No. No, we do not have that around here. Which is sad though, which is sad. The mountain roads, yeah, scouts, and deliver to the engineer's house. We can actually pick that one up there. Truck with crane recommended. So sad that we don't have that one right now. Then we have the Curtainside trailer delivered to the boathouse. And I might do that right away though. I think we might just be doing that. I kind of wonder if the cat can actually have an attachment. I did not check that though, which is interesting. Okay, this is a nice little touch though, huh? Look at that little truck over there. Nice. We cannot even do anything with it. Maybe it is part of the challenge though, but if not, even cooler, right? That some civilians trucks are here and there scattered around. I would like to see more of this, right? To make the world a little bit more, well, you know, alive. A little bit more realistic. Beautiful though. I do like how it turns. Nice. Sure, we are taking the trailer with us though. Man, it's still nice though, isn't it? Now, I really hope it can have a trailer attached. That will be really nice. And it can. Wow. If this has the strength though, with a tree size flatbed, or maybe, yeah, it's a tree size. Yep. I mean, you know, if it can keep on hauling though, you know, like, wow, 5 at the same time. That is beautiful though. And so far, it just keeps hauling, dude. Nice. Maybe we can... Oh, 5 out of 6. Maybe we can keep it that way. No, we cannot. Alright, I was pushing it a little bit against the tree, as you can see. The physics of those bricks, man, they are absolutely god tier. As you can see, one trick did stop all of this. If I was a smart man, I would actually drive a little bit further towards there. But I think with the extra supplies that we have on top of our ZiK, we can actually, you know, refuel it and then reach whatever fuel station or trailer that we can find. The landscape around here is just so dangerous, right? If you think about it. Minus temperatures. Big minus temperatures, right? If your truck just goes down, you don't have everywhere a signal, right? So they will just wait until you arrive, which could be a day or two, right? Then, not only that, you could be a little bit late, so they wait another day. And then they get worried. Then they might send a search team out or anything of that sort. In the meanwhile, you have to try to survive. Heat, cold, you have to manage, right? You know, you have to sleep warm and dry. You have to eat and drink. That's just so much work, man. I will definitely get a survival bag in here that has lots of high caloric foods, storm candles, you know, like something that we can easily manage. Then we have Zippos, you know, the gasoline lighters, or just flint and steel too, right? You know, beautiful stuff to have. Knife and axe, tent, and outdoors winter survival sleeping bag. You know, those little things I would just pack. Just if I was a trucker that has to go to Alaska or northern Canada or something like that, right? It is an absolute danger to actually be around here. And while driving here, you might not think about it. But if you... yeah, I forgot the nose. If you actually do realize it, the game's getting a little bit more gritty then, right? You know, I'm appreciating these trucks a little bit more because they just keep on hauling, they just keep on going. Alright, so let's move on. There you go. You're a godsend, man. I know it might sound sentimental, but a lot of this stuff is really important to him. Even if it's just furniture. Thanks a lot for your help. Yeah, he probably did look for it with his wife, right? You know, and then decisions, maybe difficult times, you know, economically for them. And then, of course, you get attached a whole lot more. Well, by that, though, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.